Hello, my name is Rob Whieldon. I am the Operations Director for Nixene Publishing, and today I have the great pleasure to be able to talk with Hakan Okten and Batuhan Gerdan. Hakan and Batuhan are the co-founders of Manchester Hyperloop.
Sure. First of all, thank you for having us today. As you said, I'm Hakan. I'm co-founder. I was co-founder and co-president at Hyperloop Manchester. Now, both and I are co-founders, but also team advisors. So I'm studying electrical and electronics engineering at the University of Manchester, and I'm studying my final year this year. And yeah, hopefully we will do much better things in Hyperloop and Graphene integration in the coming years.
My name is Batuhan, as you said. Thank you for having us again. And as Hakan already mentioned, I'm the co-founder and used to be the co-founder and co-president, and now we're acting as advisors. And I am a fourth year master's year mechanical engineering student here in the University of Manchester. And yeah, thank you for having us.
Tell me, how did you two guys meet in the first place, and what inspired you to create the sort of Hyperloop team at Manchester?
So I mean, like we met because we are from the same hometown. That's the main reason, because I was just seeking for some people from my original hometown, and I came across Potso, and I just met him, and we became good friends at the end. And Potso just told me like the thing that he was just looking at during his high school terms, which was about like university Hyperloop teams competing in SpaceX Hyperloop pod competitions. Then we just
how far back was that? How long ago was that?
3 years, because like in our first years we just tried to establish the structure of the team. Then Batu and I just started just some establishment works together, just reaching out to people inside of the departments and outside of the departments, like Nixene Publishing, Graphene CR, some external universities, or Graphene research institutions.
So yeah, it was like when during our first year in the university. In high school, obviously both of us know all of us know who Elon Musk is, and we read his accomplishments, we read his research. Like in my last year in high school, when I got accepted to the University of Manchester, I found out that the University of Manchester didn't have any research related stuff with Hyperloop. I really had the idea to found something, establish or talk with my lecturers to do something about it. And like Hakan and I met, as he said, we're from the same hometown. And like when we were chatting in late at night at the library, he was like, yes, we should do it. Let's do it this way. Let's do it that way. Then we immediately started establishing step by step. We are here where we are at the moment. Everyone knows what we've accomplished.
So how did you set up Manchester Hyperloop? How many students are involved? How big is it at the university?
Now we have two separate groups. One is alumni, and the other one is currently active members. So alumni has been created because we want to create a diverse and vast environment of students and of young people. Not only students, they could graduate, that's fine, but they should still be part of our team, because we want to build a family. And now we have around 100 members across the world, including Hyperloop Manchester alumni cohort.
Yeah, so 100 plus people, and this year is going to be the third year of the Hyperloop Manchester team. And it's really amazing now when we see it from a chat in a library of two people. Here we are, 100 plus people trying to do research, give opportunities to many students, young students, old students, people, postgraduate students, undergraduate students. In Istanbul, Hakan and I, near Bosphorus, we start chatting, and we have a pen and a pencil. We start to structure the team, software team, mechanical team, power team, and all these teams, all these subsystems that would a Hyperloop pod whole. We knew that we needed people, we needed to motivate the people, and also all these subsystems should work coherently.
So what sort of inspired you to use graphene or think of graphene in the Hyperloop?
So we just, we are a Manchester team, right? So we wanted to make it unique to Manchester. This was a simple idea,
Yeah.
This was the first idea. The University of Manchester is the home of graphene. Is a place where the important establishments of graphene has been done. These are very good things, and we just try to emphasize the importance of our university along with the importance of the industrial revolution happened in Manchester. So that was the first idea, and then we just saw that this is beyond being an idea. It can be really good, and it can be a really impactful idea. According to the suggestions taken from Graphene CR, Tufts University, or the University of Manchester academics, they have just motivated us, and they have just showed us the feasibility of this research. Of this research concept, and now the research is going on very well.
So how does graphene fit into your project? Well, tell me a little bit about your Hyperloop and how graphene sort of fits into it and enhances it.
Yeah, so Hyperloop basically is a super fast train, but a maglev train in a vacuum tube, nearly vacuum tube. That's the idea, to go as fast as possible. The basic components include the magnetic levitation, braking systems, electronic systems, the propulsion system, of course, to propel the Hyperloop pod, the aerodynamics, the shell parts, the materials to use in the chassis, and all these sorts of things are the things that we considered when we were developing our Hyperloop pod. Also, we wanted to implement graphene. Thankfully, graphene is such an amazing material that you can use in any kind of innovation that you can possibly think when even thinking of Hyperloop, because we wanted to be different, we wanted to be unique, we wanted to have our own innovation regarding all these subsystems. For example, I talked about aerodynamics. Yes, the outer shell. Again, you can implement graphene into a carbon fiber outer shell to enhance the mechanical properties, make it a lot more structurally perfect. I mean, we have for electronics, Hakan can talk about electronics.
In terms of power, so what we are planning to do, we want to just, eliminate the heavyweight battery pack placed inside of every vehicle. So because we just, we are learning because we are students. So we just, learned graphene essentials, and we learned that it's lightweight, is electrically conductive very well. And we just, delved into the structure of graphene supercapacitors. And we just, delved into the advantages of using graphene supercapacitors and disadvantages of using graphene supercapacitors. We are trying to reduce the charging time and increase the discharging time. So what we are doing is we are trying to just mix graphene and aluminium, and we are just getting the results for now theoretically. But we are planning to just proceed to hands-on works. But for now, everything is on theory. And as for electronics, by the way, as we all know, graphene paste or graphene ink is very useful for creating electrical circuits. And we are just trying to diminish the weight of Hyperloop pods. So even though PCBs weigh not much, but they weigh something. So if you use just only graphene ink without using any additional medium, by using already present medium like inner outer shell or something like that, and by only using graphene ink to create electronic circuits, that would be so amazing, and that would make Hyperloop even more unique to Manchester.
Tell me a little bit about European Hyperloop Week. On your website, it says you're a finalist.
So we have participated in European Hyperloop Week online, unfortunately, because of some COVID restrictions. However, even though we have participated online, we had an accomplishment, which was, being in top 5 in best levitation design category, which is very hard because, we had very strong competitors such as MIT Hyperloop, Delft Hyperloop, Imperial College Hyperloop, Swiss Loop, which is the Hyperloop team of ETH Zurich, and so on. So these are very good and top ranked universities along with us. This was our first public appearance. And this was our first public experience in terms of the competition. So that's why we were a bit, nervous. But at the end, we made to the finals, and we we have been awarded to be in top 5 in best levitation design. And they from the jury, we heard that, they would like to see our prototype and our ideas in practice because they really liked our ideas.
In 10 years' time from now, when you look back, what do you hope to remember from this adventure?
Friendship.
Yeah. And also taking from where Hakan left, it was so precious for all the team entirely, because at some point I was talking about motivation and everybody had a little motivation to continue. We pushed forward again. We pushed ourselves to study just a little higher than our best to achieve what we wanted to achieve, and that was to become a finalist in the European Hyperloop Week. We did an amazing design pitch to the jury, and thus we received the honor to be one of the top 5 nominations for the award. And it was, for me, an amazing experience. And the teamwork that in our time, in Hakan and my co-presidency time, the teamwork that was shown to us, that taught me a lot.
Also, one thing that the Hyperloop taught me is, again, I'm telling this, is not the your expertise level. I think the most important thing is time sacrifice. Because, for instance, in our first attempt of recruitment, we focused on the the skill knowledge, the degree and everything. But we noticed that is not important at all.
But getting to the final, the last 5 is the reward for that effort, for all that time you've spent on it. It's brilliant. So well done, guys. And
thank you so much.
Look forward to greater things in the future.